single two? I can hear it. Yeah, I got that. Hey, good afternoon or good evening, I guess you could say. The time check is Chloe and Paul Charles in Canada. It'll be a beautiful night for high school baseball, huh? It's going to be nice to see the Warriors taking on the Uniontown right now at the famous market. Well, it's a beautiful night for baseball. A lot of great nights the other night for the Red Raiders and the Blades. And that's 12-0 as well. Looking to advance past that third win of the season. It's going to be a great situation for Uniontown in the waning days of this season to show up here against the very good Elizabeth team. When you look at this matchup, it's a young Uniontown team probably looking to end strong against Elizabeth Ford, who really right now that they're angling themselves for playoff positioning. They're in a pretty good spot right now. And you're right when you say, hey, look, you just lost to this team 48 hours ago, 12-0, but this is a new ball game. You get to start from scratch here, and you're back at home. Could be a good spot for Uniontown to at least put some runs on the board and show what they can do against the good Warriors squad. Yeah, and that's certainly the right way to get back on the winning end of things and in the regular season. Strong and very in this game of 2-14 overall here in the Evidence Conference. North Dakota North 12-29 here at the Claxton second. In 4A, Claxton is winning first at 15-22 in the section. And Balboa right behind the Warriors, looking for 13-5 in the third in the section. But it'll be a beautiful night for both sides. I'm between the low 70s, the sun's out. Elizabeth Ford, the visiting team, so they will back first, leading on playing in center field at Sterling United in the two. Batting second for the Warriors will be number 25, second baseman Aiden Brown. Judy Kovac is the blue spot for the eighth, number 29. And the cleanup spot for the Warriors, number 1, shortstop A.J. Glass. Try Echo Rock will be in the sixth spot, number 7, right fielder Nate Boone batting sixth. Nate Boone batting sixth, excuse me, first baseman number 3. Purple Rock at the five spot. And Randy Jackson catching the seventh project. Kovac batting eighth and Mitchell Lewis in the number 9 spot. Well, all that's ready to go. Now gets to the battle spot. This is a call game by Uniontown Queens at Carter. It's going to wait for Carl West. Wait to see Carter come out strong. They had a pretty good season in that position for the Uniontown team. But Miles has seen put a couple zeros up on that scoreboard. And then on the fastball in the air to left, Smiley's back on it, throwing over his head, going to bounce near the wall to the wall. Smiley gets it in, but it's a leadoff cleanup double for Nugget on the second pitch of the game. Not a bad start there, Nick. You hit one to deep left field, and the left fielder, I think, maybe cheated up on that ball just a touch, lost it in front for a moment. Leadoff double. Good pitch hitting by Nugget. Now the left-hand batting Aiden Brown for a second batting second, and the 25 for second baseman. The runner in fourth position for Elizabeth Ford with nobody out. And it's down far back. Carter misses outside, playing out. And a good start for the left, and then it's Sleeper Red Raiders quickly. got to be ordered for it. Getting deeper into the Red Raiders and the Mariners, the right winger James Carter. His catcher kind of left up. The infield left to right, the third base between the Miles out and running for Fortune Kelly. Second Luke Wells at the first base, and the outfield left to right.
Left field, Lane Smiley, Braden Hinsey in center, and Eli Friend in right field, and that's a walk. So now runners at first and third with nobody out. A double, a stolen base, and a walk to start things for Elizabeth Forward.
Well, Elizabeth Forward, of course, they put up 12 runs against Uniontown. Nick, you mentioned that at the beginning of the broadcast. They really had several players involved in that. They had some great pitching in that game, too. And right now this is a situation you want to see Carter dance through if you're the Red Raiders and not give up anything right out of the gate here.
And misses up and in for ball one as Grimes was off of first, being held on by Gresh. You're exactly right. A big spot here for Uniontown as they look to get out of this jam here, first and third, and nobody out. As Elizabeth Forward in the early going, showing why they've had such success this season, is heading down for second was Grimes. This one popped up to shallow right field. Coming on is Friend. He'll make the grab for the first out of the ball game. A good grab by Eli Friend. Yeah. The run will come home. A sacrifice fly to make it 1-0.
One of the seniors on this Uniontown team. One of the seniors, Nick, on a team that's otherwise very young. Quite a few sophomores and juniors playing meaningful roles for Uniontown this year. Eli Friend, one of a handful of seniors, though. You always want some good senior leadership, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So they get the out, but the run does score as Nugget tags and scores. Throw over and on time. Back in is the runner at first, Grimes. Now A.J. Gress is up, the cleanup hitting shortstop, number one, left-hand batter. Carter comes set, kicks and comes home. That fastball misses outside.
Current batter at the plate for Elizabeth Ford, a .267 hitter. He does have the dozen RBIs on the season.
That's why he's in the number 4 spot as that one rides outside. 2-0. So again, we'll see how the Red Raiders respond here defensively after giving up the early run. Carter comes set, now delivers that one in the dirt. Throw down by Hebda, and the runner's there in time standing up. A stolen base for Grimes. So now runner at second for Elizabeth Ford with one away. Second stolen base of the inning for the Warriors. Three balls, no strikes on Grease as the right-hander delivers, and that one's outside. So ball 4, second walk. And just like that, first and second with one away, and 3 of the first 4 batters for EF have reached.
Well, you never like to hand out the free passes, Nick, especially early on in the contest. Elizabeth Ford has plenty of offense. They certainly are not a team that needs help in that regard.
Absolutely not. And first pitch hits the batter right in the back.
Well,
and number 26 is up. I had on my scorecard number 5 in this position.
Looks like we're going to see J.B. Peterson.
Yeah, J.P. Peterson was the batter there. I had Herkelroth in that spot. Sorry about that. Peterson, the pitcher for Elizabeth Ford. So he's hit by the pitch. So now the bases are loaded with one away.
Got to wonder, Nick, I know this is high school baseball, and you never like to see this factor into the game at any level, but you have to wonder if that was some infield justice against Herschel Roth there after he struck out 13 Red Raiders on Monday.
That could have been it. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't like to see that, but certainly that's a part of the game of baseball. So now the base is juiced, and it'll bring up Nate Grimm. So any base here, the ball on the ground. So another lefty batter steps in, and Nate Grimm, the first baseman. And Carter's first offering is in the dirt for ball 1.
Nate Grimm, not bad numbers on the season for him either. He's got a handful of RBIs, a couple extra base hits. 237 hitter.
And the 1-0 misses low and away, ball 2. And Carter now in danger of putting up a crooked number here with the bases loaded. Down in the count, 2-0. Elizabeth Ford already up 1-0 in the top of the first. The 2-0 from the righty is fouled off to the backstop. Carter needed a strike there and got it.
And I know it's early, but given the success that Elizabeth Ford has had this season, they're really in the section only looking up at West Mifflin. You have to wonder if they're thinking, right situation here, they break the game open.
Now one of the backstop and scoring standing up is J.B. Krovac. So he is in to make it 2-0 Elizabeth Ford. So a wild pitch scores that run. Moves the runners to second and third. So second and third, 1 away, wild pitch makes it 2-0. Now Carter's down in the count, 3-1 and another walk. So Grimm's aboard to load the bases, walk number 3 in the inning, and unfortunately what we expected here Elizabeth Ford to do after winning 12-0 Monday and already up 2-0 and bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Landon Jackson, the catcher, Josh.
Elizabeth Ford has been scoring runs all season, too. I don't want anyone listening to think that the poor Uniontown Red Raiders were the only team that was victimized by the Warriors this year. I know you and I have mentioned it a few times, but many teams have found themselves on the very, very short end against this Warriors team.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a strong squad. First time I've had the chance to see both of these teams, but Elizabeth Ford looks as advertised and taking advantage of the mistakes from Uniontown as well. The 3 walks by Jameson Carter. Now 1-1 on Jackson, the catcher. Bases loaded, 1 away, 2-0 in the first. And Carter comes set, delivers off speed. That's a strike. Now he's ahead 1-2, and the ball gets away from Carter. Rolls to second base, and scoring there will be another run for Elizabeth Ford. They extend the advantage to 3-0. Hate to see that on the error. Another run comes home. Now runners at first and second, 3-0, with still just 1 out.
Nick, that might be a case of just some frustration. You're thinking about the next pitch before the ball's even come back to you.
Absolutely. This one on the ground, foul. So now 1-2 on Jackson. So 3 runs have scored. A wild pitch and an error and a sac fly. How those runs have scored. Carter delivers, and this one fouled off the other way off of Jack Krovac in the on-deck circle. This one on the ground, back to Carter, throws to second for 1 and over to first. Safe at first off the bag, but they do get the lead runner as Williams advances to third.
That was a very, very close call there, Nick. Good turn at second base. And I honestly thought, as we saw it from the press box here, that Gresh had managed to hold his big toe onto the bag there and get the double play ball, which would be great for Uniontown right now to see that kind of turn of events. Instead, we're going to see Jack Krovac, who's a 364 hitter on the season, Nick. So,
wow.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So they do get the out there, 1-6 on the putout on the comeback to the pitcher. But now runners at first and third, 2 outs. Still 3-0 Elizabeth Ford. If you're the Red Raiders, you'd like to get out of this inning.
Yes.
Just giving up the 3 runs and leave the 2 stranded. Williams off of third. Jackson off of first. A courtesy runner came in for Jackson. So that one misses for ball 1. Carter comes set on the 1-1. Off speed misses outside 2-1.
Carter over 20 pitches now this inning, which really at any level of the game certainly makes life more difficult. Carter.
Absolutely. 6 of the first 7 hitters for Elizabeth Ford have reached that pitch count up for Carter. That one misses low and in. 3-1.
He's trying to adjust, I think, to where the strike zone is in this particular outing. I'm sure for high school pitchers that can be frustrating, because I'm sure they see a variety of strike zones.
And that one's in for a strike. Krovac thought that was a bit outside, but got the strike call, and now a full count. Carter looks in. Would love to strand these 2 runners on. The 3-2 offering, and it's fouled off over our heads.
And we didn't hear the cannonade there, Nick, so it must have cleared us. Anytime a foul ball hits the roof here, my goodness.
Everyone in the crowd gets, what, a free hot dog? Or
I wish it was that.
That'd
it's just nice and loud.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that. This one on the ground to short. Runner has it. Flips on to second for the force out there, 6-4. And that ends the inning. But 8 batters up for Elizabeth Ford. They scored 3. They do strand a man. And now it's time for the Red Raiders to get the bats going, Josh, as we go to the bottom of the first. It is Elizabeth Ford 3 and Uniontown coming up to bat. High school baseball, C. Arparado Group High School Sports Day here on the WMBS YouTube page.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to come to Fulham's Full Service. Your Best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman, fully licensed and insured. Owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. He is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work that they can do for you. At Farmana Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. You're part of a pharmacy that is focused on your health. That's why Farmana focuses on just prescriptions. Pharmacists Jim Capuzzi and Cheryl Goodwin take the time to listen, answer your questions, and guide you to a better health. To sign up as a patient, visit farmanapharmacy.com or call 724-626-9600. Farmana Pharmacy, where prescription care comes first. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's just something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, and hand injuries, plus other conditions too. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic on a regular basis. All insurance accepted, experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
And we move now to the bottom of the first as the Red Raiders will get a crack at it. The righty J.P. Peterson on the mound for Elizabeth Ford. The Warriors scoring 3 times in the top of the first. That one fouled off by Luke Gresh, the leadoff hitter for Uniontown. Number 2, the first baseman. Ivan Rudder and Braden Hinsey to follow.
Good season for Luke Gresh this year. Plays a very, very good first base.
That one up in the zone, 1-1. Peterson delivers now. Fastball at the knees for a strike.
Peterson on the season does have an ERA over 10. He's making his 6th appearance. Traditionally this season has worked mainly in a relief role. Has logged just under 8 innings of work.
Just missed on the last one. Count even at 2-2 to the leadoff inning Gresh. Peterson kicks and delivers. That's a fastball outside. Count now full. See if the Red Raiders can get the leadoff man on. And that will not happen. A late swing and a miss, and Gresh is down on strikes.
Well, considering the number of Red Raiders that struck out against this Warriors team on Monday, not quite what you want to see this game start off with, but at the same time, plenty of baseball left to be played here.
Absolutely. One out in the bottom of the first. Peterson delivers a strike to Ivan Rudder, the shortstop, number 14, batting in the second spot.
Rudder's a freshman looking for his first hit of the season.
Little half swing there, but one around, strike two. At least want to see the Elizabeth Forward defense get a workout tonight if you're Uniontown, put the ball in play at least. And that's strike three. So Rudder goes down looking. 2 strikeouts to start for Peterson. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Braden Hinsey, the center fielder in the number 3 spot, number 23. Right-hand batter.
Hinsey, just a sophomore, 172 hitter, but brings a lot of speed and prowess to the base paths.
In for a strike.
Somebody, Nick, who you like to see get on and moves himself around. We'll call him the Red Raiders' O'Neill Cruz.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely. Boy. Let's not talk anymore about the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think, wow. Struggling, certainly. Lost, 7 in a row, 10 of their last 11. Shut out today by St. Louis, but...
yeah, they're waiting for something, Nick. I just don't know what.
Yeah, divine intervention.
Might take that at this point.
It might, absolutely. Peterson's 1-1 to Hinsey as he looks to get on. Fouls that one off now. Down in the count, 1-2. Braden Hinsey followed by Chandler Myers on deck. Looking to get up the cleanup hitter. Peterson looking for a 1-2-3 inning maybe to strike out the side. He kicks and comes home, the 2-strike offering. Lunging at that one and fouling it off is Hinsey. Still 1-2.
Hinsey doing a good job battling here. And again, we'd mentioned this is a young Uniontown team. Across their first 5 batters that you'll see this evening, of course, you've already seen 2 junior, freshman, sophomore, junior.
And this one is up the middle for a base hit. 2-strike, 2-out single to center for Hinsey. Keeping the Red Raiders alive in the home half of the first. Good piece of hitting there.
Braden Hinsey really worked that at bat, too. Had to foul a few off to get to the pitch he liked, and now we'll see how quickly he's on the move. I would suspect immediately to try to move him into scoring position.
As a little lead off of first, Grimm holding him on at first, but a nice single there with 2 outs to keep Uniontown alive in the first, and this one misses up and into the cleanup hitter Chandler Myers. Third baseman, number 26. Gets the signs as Peterson will come set, checks the runner off of first, and delivers the 1-0. This one fouled off to the screen, 1-1.
Chandler Myers coming into this contest. We've seen him pitch and play around the infield for us. For Uniontown, he's a .250 hitter.
That one misses outside. Jackson behind the plate, lunges to get that one 2-1. J.P. Peterson throwing to Landon Jackson. Around the infield for Elizabeth Forward, left to right. Jack Krovac at third. A.J. Gress at short. Aiden Grimes at second. Nate Grimm over at first. In the outfield, Mitchell Vuick in left. Charlie Nigan in center. And Cy Heckelroth in right. As Peterson delivers here to Myers, and it's in for a strike. 3-0 Elizabeth Forward, bottom of the first. Uniontown looking for a 2-out rally. And that's strike 3. Myers goes down looking. Good pitch by Peterson. He does strike out the side, and a man is stranded. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. And after 1 at Bailey Park, Elizabeth Forward leads Uniontown 3-0. It's high school baseball. See our Parada Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the WMBS YouTube. Oh, play-by-play. Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
Henry and Stewart Audiology, voted best in Fayette Hearing and Center Audiologists, with offices at Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown, 201 North Pittsburgh Street in Connellsville, and South Market Street in Carmichaels. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, rent, estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, phone 724-437-2799. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change your car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that is something to smile about. Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Draver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprouseInsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park on a beautiful May evening. The Elizabeth Ford Warriors, who find themselves in second place in their section, looking up only at West Mifflin, own a 3-0 advantage. Joshua Scully and Nick Barczyk here with you this evening on an absolutely gorgeous night for baseball. And, Nick, that's really saying something, because this spring has been a combination of sometimes very, very arid summer conditions.
Yes.
Sometimes monsoon season, and rarely baseball season.
Absolutely. You're right about all of that. A lot of rain the last few days, even into May. I thought the rain was supposed to let up once we got into May, but it's been raining a lot. The game had to be moved. Today's game was originally scheduled for yesterday, but moved to this evening. And Bailey Park looks beautiful. Field looks in good condition, and we have baseball here for you on a Wednesday evening.
It's been very well watered.
Absolutely.
That's for
looks
certain.
Very nice.
Yes, especially the last few days. This game, of course, originally postponed, would have been played last evening, and was moved to tonight. Had a chance to speak with Uniontown's athletic director, Harry Kaufman, and he really did not have many places he could move this game to. They had to have it played by the end of the day tomorrow, so it was really tonight or tomorrow night, and thankfully the weather cooperated. The infield is in relatively good condition.
Sure.
And we'll see how Uniontown fares here in inning number 2. Continuing to work for Uniontown. And I might be correcting myself on that.
We have a new pitcher.
We have a new pitcher.
Mr. Martin, number 1, just 1 inning for James Carter.
So we do have a new pitcher.
Yes.
And he is going to take on number 22, Mitchell Vinnick, the left fielder for the Elizabeth Ford Warriors. So just 1 inning for Carter. And this one's going to be downstairs. And right out of the gate here, a friendly count for Vinnick, who represents the last bat in this Warriors batting order. The Elizabeth Ford Warriors, they do not hesitate to score. Multiple times this season, they have found themselves, as this one's in for a strike, with totals in excess of 10 runs, sometimes scoring nearly 20 runs per contest earlier this year. So they know how to put players on the bases. They know how to hit the long ball. Here's Vinnick trying to demonstrate that right now. This one is gone. Nick, why did I say that? A solo shot for Mitchell Vinnick to start the second inning, and that's going to make this game 4-0.
Yeah, and he's a happy young man. Great piece of hitting there, Josh. Just crushed that ball to left field, and Smiley went back on it. No play to be made, obviously, and Martin, in relief, gives up a home run to the number 9 batter to make it 4-0. Not what you want to see if you're Uniontown. But, hey, Elizabeth Ford, a good team. That's why they're with a winning record and heading to the postseason.
That's right. Elam Martin making his 6th appearance this season. Has an ERA of over 14. But certainly many pitchers this year have struggled against a good Elizabeth Ford squad.
Now he faces the top of the order, Josh, and gave up 3 runs, or Carter did, the starter, in the first inning. And now when you give up a home run to the number 9 hitter, you know you have a tough lineup to contend with, but nobody on for the top of the order, Nugget.
Hopefully Uniontown can fare a little better this time through.
Yeah, Niga doubled and scored and stole a base in the first.
Yeah, he looked pretty quick on the base paths. Probably somebody you would like to keep off of the bases if at all possible. Of course, Uniontown, aside from giving up a couple of hits that first time through, did find themselves surrendering quite a few free passes. Hit a batter. Had a couple of Warriors. This one's going to skip across the plate, missing down low.
Yeah, now 3-0.
Had a few Warriors hit into fielder's choices. Uniontown was able to make the best of that. Nearly turned 2 in the later stages of the first inning. Just about a toe's length away from being able to do that. Here's a called strike to make the count 3-1.
And good teams take advantage of mistakes. Red Raiders with the hit batter and 3 walks in that first inning, and now a leadoff home run in the second.
Here's one pretty well struck into right field. Eli Friend twists and turns and cannot quite get up with that. And look at the speed on this young man. He is into second base with time to spare. My goodness, that is impressive. Another double for him. And Nick, honestly, if he had really wanted to punch it, he could have made a play for third base there, I think.
Although the Kentucky Derby was this past weekend, Josh. But yeah, Mr. Nugget fast out there, and great way to go the other way as he hits an opposite field double up and off the wall. Almost had back-to-back home runs, but just a long 2-bagger. 2 doubles for Nugget brings up Aiden Grimes.
Grimes last time through drew a walk. He was also able to steal a base. Takes a look at a ball here to get started. No, they're going to call that a strike. Check that. Martin leading off Grimes with a strike, 0-1. It was a muddy track for the Kentucky Derby, Nick.
Yes, it was.
But I think Charlie Nigut still would have fared pretty well out there, quite frankly.
I think he would have ran down Sovereignty.
Yeah.
He's not running in the Preakness, unfortunately. Will not have a Triple Crown winner this year.
Well, we'll have to find out what Charlie's doing that day. Maybe he doesn't need a jockey. He's his own jockey.
Horse racing talk tonight. Why not?
Yeah, he was really moving. This one's going to miss down low. To even the count at 1-1. We joke, of course, but Charlie Nigut, man, he was really moving. He moved the first time really well on the base pass, but he came around first base really, really moving.
He did. There's a reason he's in that leadoff spot. He's heading for third.
Throw down, and I think they got him.
Good
they
throw
did.
Down, yes.
Wow, what a throw. Working behind the plate, Connor Hebda put that one exactly where it needed to be. And Chandler Myers puts down the tag. That was, call it what it is, that was impressive against a very speedy young man. 2-1 count now.
That was a beautiful pickoff there. Caught stealing 2-5. Great throw from Hebda right on the bag. Put it right where Myers needed to have it, and the tag out. So that's what you like to see with the runner at second and nobody out. Now you have the bases clear and 1 out, so try to bounce back after that leadoff dinger.
This one going to be chopped foul down the right field line. Good crowd here on hand tonight. Of course, this game was rescheduled, so some folks having to adjust their plans to be here tonight, but we have some lawn seating and some folks in the grandstand, too. And, Nick, I really like that idea about when the press box gets hit, everybody gets a free hot dog.
Somebody's going to jump on that.
Yeah, you got me thinking now.
Absolutely.
Man. Walk issued here to Aiden Grimes, so another Warrior back on base. Elizabeth Ford, of course, coming to us from Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, and the Monongahela Valley. The borough of Elizabeth and a couple of neighboring townships make up that school district.
That's right. Warriors took the trek down 51. I hope they enjoyed all the construction.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Construction season, if nothing else, here in southwestern Pennsylvania.
It's our 5th and least favorite season, is it not?
Yeah, not quite as fun as the others. J.B. Krovac going to be started off here with the ball. J.B. Krovac's numbers this season, Nick, they are almost hard to believe. So far this year, he leads the team in most major hitting categories as he fouls this one back. He has, coming into this game, 30 RBIs.
Goodness. Pirates need him. Definitely.
Yeah.
Can he play this weekend against Atlanta? Wow.
Sign him up.
That's why he's in the number 3 spot DHing. Had a sac fly in the first and Certainly, yeah, that's an impressive number for a high school player.
Batting average north of 440.
Wow. Sure he'll be getting some scholarship offers.
Certainly want to be careful with him here.
This is up and in.
So far, so good, aside from that leadoff home run for Elam Martin. He, of course, gave up a subsequent double, but some good defensive play. Erased the runner, and right now he's at least battling against Krovac. Krovac going to get under this one, I think, just a bit. Eli Friend has a beat on it, gives it the glove. Runner's going to try to tag and then decide better of it.
Yeah, wise decision to hold up, but Martin took a little off that pitch and got Krovac to fly out to right again. So 2 outs now.
We'll see A.J. Grease, 267 hitter. Oh, and here's the throw that's going to get the runner. And the Warriors, boy, all that Kentucky Derby talk, Nick, really got them excited. They wanted to run all over the place.
Yeah, they made 2 outs on the base path Saturday.
Yeah, that's bizarre, I would think, for them, especially given all their prowess that they've demonstrated this season. But, hey, good turn of events here for Uniontown. They give up the leadoff shot in the top of the second inning, but then bear down after that with some fine defensive play. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? That's when it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. He is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194. That's 724-466-4194. And follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work that they can do for you. That's at Cody Fulham and Fulham's Full Service. Busy day, feeling unwell, don't feel like driving, but you need your prescriptions, no worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Call 724-626-9600, 724-626-9600, or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered. And in a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park. Joshua Scully and Nick Barczyk with you this evening alongside Carl Childs. And we're going to see, getting started for Uniontown here in the bottom of the second, Shane Kelly. Really great to be here with you guys this evening. Carl always does a great job behind the camera. Nick and I have not had a chance to work together before, so this is the first time for us.
Our maiden voyage.
Yeah, our maiden voyage. I'm actually freshly back from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Is
and when
that
I came
right?
back today.
And you survived.
I
Wow.
survived, and I found out that today was actually the day New Orleans was founded.
Wow.
In 1718. I just missed the founding. There was probably quite a party there, I'd imagine.
Well, I think if there's a day that ends in Y, there's a party in New Orleans. That's amazing. Good for you. With all the food and drink and fun down there, I don't think I'd survive a weekend. How long were you there?
Just about 3 days.
Oh,
so it was
that's
a quick
probably
trip.
enough. Yeah, that's probably enough. Vegas, is there some cities I probably should avoid? Vegas, New Orleans, top of the list.
New Orleans, definitely a lot of fun. Shane Kelly behind 0-2 here. Kelly's something of a spark plug for the Uniontown Red Raiders, though, so don't count him out yet against Peterson, even though he's down 0-2. Here's the 0-2 offering from Peterson. This one well struck into left, and right on cue, Shane Kelly drops that one in, and the Uniontown spark plug firing just fine here with a single to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Peterson actually, at the conclusion of that at-bat, just one pitch shy now from his 20th pitch of the outing. And Uniontown showing off a little bit of life.
And you love to get the leadoff man on. Kelly wraps that single to left and was all over that pitch. And
yeah,
you love when you're down 4-0 to get the leadoff runner on.
Elam Martin will bat here. Of course, this was originally the spot of Jamison Carter. First pitch called strike, 0-1. Elam Martin, we have seen in the midst of this infield for Uniontown defensively, what a fine job he's done. This pitch going to miss up high. And again, he's part of this Uniontown youth movement. Of course, the Uniontown Red Raiders making a couple of splashes this week with their athletic department. They have brought in a new football coach. They brought in a new women's basketball coach and are looking to retool those programs. Martin wants the bunt. Now here's the throw down to get Kelly, and they've got him.
Great throw down by Jackson, Josh. I mean, heck of a throw by the catcher, and Elizabeth Ford made 2 outs on the bases last inning. Now Uniontown makes an out on the base paths. So after getting the leadoff man on, now your base is clear and a 1 out. You hate to see that.
Hopefully Martin can battle back here and find his way on base. He had wanted to drop down a bunt. Kelly took off regardless, and that throw by Jackson was just on the spot. Now Martin's going to be down on strikes. No, they're going to say.
Got a piece of that one.
Got a piece of it, okay.
Yeah. But you were right before the caught stealing there. A lot of moves being made athletically for Uniontown this week, and good luck to all the new coaches.
Yeah, very exciting. The Herald Standard reporting that the Uniontown football program looking to rejoin the WPIAL in the near future, which is exciting too. Although I will miss all of the exotic opponents Uniontown
crossing state
gets
lines
to take on. Yeah, that's some fun, honestly.
Absolutely, going into West Virginia and Maryland and parts unknown.
This one going to just miss.
Yeah,
they've got to play it a lot of teams for the first time ever. We had that a couple times last time.
Absolutely. We would certainly love to see them re-enter the WPIAL. Traditional. It's where they've been forever, but a few years independent, like a few other schools in Fayette County. Albert-Gallatin was the first.
Yeah, Connellsville and Brownsville both dipping their toe into that water. And hey, we wish success to all of those programs. I mean, that's why they do it.
Sure.
This one going to move Martin back. He looked like he was just able to avoid being hit by that one. And he'll draw the walk. So another base runner for Uniontown.
Yeah, single and a walk. 2 base runners this inning. Unfortunately, 1 caught stealing, but see if they get a little rally going.
Yeah, still plenty of time for that. It's only 4-0, and we're early in this baseball game. That's to say the least. Just the bottom of the second inning. This one going to miss, and Jackson came up ready to throw. He popped up very quickly. I see a lot of catchers, especially high school catchers, and I'm going to use the wrong terminology, but a lot of high school catchers now put on their social media. Here's the pitch, and Smiley is going to hit this one well. Gets down into center, and Martin's going to hold.
Yeah, wisely holding up there.
But they put on their social media profiles something akin to their pop time.
Oh, I see.
The time they can come out of their catching stance and be prepared to throw.
Wow.
And as you can imagine, it's a very small number, tenths of a second.
Minuscule. That's amazing. I was not aware of that phenomenon. But all these new stats in baseball, I'm just getting a hang on exit velocity and launch angle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure I understand it. I mean, OPS had to be explained to me for about 5 years. But this seems like
I can remember when OPS was a new phenomenon.
That's right, about 20 years ago now. I'm still getting used to, lights at the stadium. No, I can't. I'm not that old.
This one's going to be a bunt attempt up in the air. Jackson nearly able to get to it.
Yeah, good effort. Want to get that bunt down. Don't want to pop those things up, but good effort by the catcher. But, yeah, wasn't aware of that. But I'll have to check out Twitter. On Twitter, you said?
Yes.
That's probably why I don't know about it. Yeah.
Many local high school players. In fact, Penn State Fayette just recruited the catcher from Mapletown in Greene County.
I see, Greene County.
And that's where I first saw it. And it was one of those things like when I saw it for the first time, then I started seeing it everywhere.
Sure. Well,
and I thought, that's pretty cool.
But, Twitter's old school anymore, Josh. I think it's all TikTok and Instagram now. I don't use any of them.
No, I would need to understand more about TikTok. This one, bunt attempt pulled back. Of course, given that we're on YouTube, today is the birthday. Carl will like this, I think. I don't know. Maybe Carl will like this. He's given me a strange look. Today, Carl, I always like to share a fact with Carl.
It's Carl's birthday?
Well, it's not Carl's birthday.
I don't have to buy him a drink.
Coincidentally. Pitch on the way here to Eli Friend. He's going to swing through this one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Today is, for our YouTube fans, today is the birthday of James Donaldson, also known as Mr. Beast. If anybody's familiar with Mr. Beast, wish him a happy birthday. He was born today in the very fine year of 1998.
Wow. He's a baby. Mr. Beast. Yeah, I've heard of him. I'm not totally familiar with his work, but happy birthday.
First pitch of ball to Lucas Payton. I know there's a Mr. Beast burger in Uniontown now that
wonderful.
Operates out of Big Shot Bob's. I've never had it. Here's
Oh.
a pretty strongly hit ball,
what a
but right
play.
to the shortstop. And unfortunately for Uniontown, that one disappears into the glove of Grease.
Fine
Aiden
play by Grease, yeah.
Does not hesitate to take that one on to second base and handle that one himself. So we've played two here at Uniontown's Bailey Park, and your score, 4-0 in favor of the Warriors. You're listening to a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, and they treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance is accepted. Experienced therapists, convenient location, and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. That, again, is UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. They're at 724-437-7500, 724-437-7500. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people, not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic and state workers' compensation, as well as municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, phone 724-437-2799, 724-437-2799. And bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Log from Erie Insurance that stays put unless you change a car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good service. And that's something to smile about. Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross River Township is Sprouse Insurance Group. And they're at 724-437-9812, or go online to SprouseInsuranceGroup.com. Excuse me, just SprouseInsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. And Henry and Stewart Audiology voted best in Fayette Hearing Center and Audiologist, with offices at Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown, 201 North Pittsburgh Street, Connellsville, and South Market Street, Carmichaels. That's Henry and Stewart Audiology, again, voted best in Fayette Hearing Center and Audiologist. And we move to the third inning, 4-0 Elizabeth Ford. The Warriors scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Now the Red Raiders will look to put up a 0 as they had 3 hitters reach base in the bottom of the second, unable to score anyone. As
just some hard luck.
Yeah, exactly. Now Martin is still out there. His second inning of work. And the 1-0 is outside.
Martin really benefited from some fine defensive play behind him. Connor Hebda, of course, with some demonstrations of what he can do behind the play.
And the batter is Cy Heckelroth. Do I have that right? I think I maybe wrote down the lineup wrong earlier, but I think I have it. I think I have it right now, Josh. Number 7.
I believe you're correct.
There
yes,
you
sir.
go. Wow, that's rare.
Pretty good season for him. He's a .375 hitter.
Now 4-pitch walk, so he'll get on board.
Doesn't hurt the on-base percentage. When we talked about OPS, that young man's OPS this season is nearly 1,200.
Wow, pretty darn good. So now a leadoff walk, a 4-pitch walk, and again, third inning in a row to start the game. Elizabeth Ford has the leadoff man on. The last inning was a home run, so I guess you'd rather take the walk, but as they say, home runs are rally killers. A leadoff walk, a rally starter usually. Now Martin will face,
I believe this is J.P. Peterson.
J.P. Peterson, his mound opponent. All right, I do have the lineup right. There we go. J.P. Peterson. Was hit by a pitch in the first.
J.P. Peterson, no slouch in the OPS department either. He's got an OPS over 1,100.
This one on the ground to the right side, fielded by Kelly at second, on to first. Fine play. 4-3 on the putout. Runner, though, moves to second, one away. So, again, a runner in scoring position for EF. But they get the out. This will bring up Nate Grimm, the first baseman who walked in the first.
A couple of spectators out there, Nick, maybe looking for the occasional left fielder we've seen in this Warriors lineup try to drop one over the right field fence.
That's right. We had a home run to left earlier in the game, but Nugget has put 2 balls into deep right field. That's a strike 0-1.
Really love that the bicycle trail, the path here is going to pass right next to Bailey Park, but you know, Nick, I'll always have to be very careful anytime I walk or bicycle out there because with my luck, I would get plucked right in the head by
That's right,
somebody's
absolutely.
home run.
Yeah, that would leave a mark, and that's a way to take in a ball game, I guess.
Yeah, quite literally. Hopefully, I still get the free hot dog somehow.
That's it, absolutely. We'll work on that. That one rides outside. Doesn't have to be a hot dog. It's just I felt that was in the baseball mood.
Yeah, because, you know, it makes
Could be
such a
Cracker
distinct
Jacks.
sound. Everybody could be like, oh, wait, I heard that sound that, you know, was either a ball hitting the press box or a cannon going off somewhere near Bailey Park.
Absolutely. I think we have a celebrity in the house. Not Brian Morozak, but Brian's dog is here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Brian's here as well, but, you know, so what? Martin ready to go. He kicks and delivers, and that one's outside. No, but I bring that up because I was watching an NBA playoff game, and I know NBA not the most popular sport in our area, but I was watching it last night, and the team had 100 points, and they all won free tacos at the game. So I figured
that's
we
cool.
could incorporate that here. Pirates do silly stuff like that, but they actually need to do stuff like that to get people to go to their games. I think Bailey Park, you know, this is a fun night out. Not that it's not a fun night out at PNC, but when you lose every night, as Martin throws over to second, but back is Grease.
But what I would really like
Excuse
to
me.
see here, Nick, is, and I've mentioned this to a few other folks, too, you've got all these houses up on Charles Street with the porches that overlook the park. It would be so cool to be able to buy one of those and do something with the porch, you know.
That would be nice. If only my business venture takes off, I'll
yeah, because there's
I'll get
quite a
back
few
in.
of them that you could probably pull that off with.
Oh, sure. This one on the ground past Kelly in the right field, a base hit, and Heckelroth, will stop at third. Heckelroth on the base paths. Grimm with the single. So it's first and third, one away. Elizabeth Ford batting up 4-0 in the third. Now brings up Landon Jackson, the catcher, who reached on a fielder's choice. 0 for 1, but again, another base runner, another hit for Elizabeth Ford. It's their fourth.
Jackson on the season, a .308 hitter. OPS for Jackson, 879. In case you're not sure how we're getting that number, by the way, that's your on-base percentage plus your slugging percentage. So he's got an on-base percentage of .417 and a slugging percentage of .462.
Yeah, back in the day, it was just batting average and throw over to third. Myers took the throw, wasn't on the bag.
Nick, there was one time, and like you said many years ago, when OPS was a new number.
Sure.
Where it was explained to me that, hey, look, this is going to be the metric we use forever to measure a hitter's actual ability. Here's another hit into left field.
Indeed, that's an RBI single for Jackson to plate Heckelroth and to make it 5-0 Elizabeth Ford here in the third. RBI single to left. First and second, one away.
But now you hear everyone wanting to venture into the metric of wins above replacement.
Yes, WAR. What is it good for? Yeah.
And they act as though that, forget about OPS. We're not really worried about that anymore. That's out of fashion.
Exactly.
Now we want to know what your wins above replacement is.
I know. Don't you love it? I mean, it used to just be batting average for offense, but now they say that's overrated. They also say pitchers' wins are overrated. I mean, it don't matter. Who could keep up with this?
Someone has a great deal of free time on their hands.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how you get that job, but it would be a lot of fun.
That would be. So Martin looks to settle down now as this one's popped up. Charging over as the first baseman. He'll make the grab and foul ground. Gresh. Foul out. You like to see that. 2 away.
Yeah, Gresh covering a lot of ground there. Sun, of course, has disappeared, which I'm sure helps a great deal because
yes,
defensively here at Bailey Park, especially with an evening start this late in the season, the sun is hitting you right in the face.
Here's Mitchell Vuick, the number 9 hitter who hit that home run to lead off the second in the left field. Looking for another one. So 5-0 Elizabeth Ford. First and second, 2 outs, and Martin delivers a strike over the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Martin's done a pretty good job over the course of these 2 innings in relief. Still not yet quite to 25 pitches. First home run of the season for this young man last time through.
Martin now pitching the third inning after pitching the second. Jameson Carter started the
Right on
first.
the
That
line.
one's just fair. Just fair down the left field line. Boy, not a lot of room between the line and the ball there, but that's going to drop in for an RBI hit to make it 6-0. What a day for Vuick. And now it's first and second, 2 outs, and another run to make it 6-0.
Well, Nick, I've heard many baseball players over the years situationally say there are some times where you've got to be lucky rather than good.
That's right.
And
Boy.
he was good the first time through when he hit the home run.
Yes.
That time he was lucky. He dropped the ball right on the chalk. It was incredible.
That was placed it right down that left field line. And the throw over here is we're back to the top of the order, and Charlie Nigut, who has shown his speed on the base paths. He's hit 2 doubles today. Scored a run, stole a base.
Not a bad day at the office for him.
Not at all. But you know you're doing well when you're up for the third time in the third inning. Batted in the first, obviously second, now the third. That one's in the dirt. Gets past Hebda, runner down to third. Throw down. He is going to be out by a mile, you think. Little rundown? No. Tag applied on the last out made on the base paths by EF. Good break for the Red Raiders. So that'll end the inning. 2 more score, though, for Elizabeth Ford. And after 2.5 here at Bailey Park, Elizabeth Ford leads Uniontown 6-0. Red Raiders look to get some offense here. See Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the WMBS YouTube.
Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference, the best price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price or will pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and is the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. For 20 years, Beagley Tree of Somerset has been providing premier land management services across the region, offering a wide variety of services, including vegetation control, right-of-way restoration, land clearing, building demolition, erosion and sediment control, access road installation, and more. Beagley can do it all. For more information, visit BeagleyTree.com. That's BeagleyTree.com, or call them today at 814-444-TREE. Beagley Tree, construction support services done right.
We move to the home half of the third inning. 6-0 Elizabeth Ford leading Uniontown. The Red Raiders look to get some offense going. EF has scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. And their starter, J.P. Peterson, is still out there. And the Red Raiders at the top of the order, Luke Gresh, the first baseman, leading off. He struck out swinging in the first. Nick Barczyk, Josh Scully, Carl Childs getting us on the air tonight. Beautiful night for high school baseball.
Really got to thank Carl for all of his work. He labored. Getting the cords all worked out. And
the kinks.
Yeah.
Oh, we have light. Let there be light.
Lights are on.
3-0 to Gresh as Last inning, Uniontown had 3 batters reach base, not able to score. A leadoff man reached. And that's a strike ticking all the way as Gresh 3-1, top of the order. Gresh, Rudder, and Hinsey. Myers, if anyone reaches. And again, Elizabeth Ford, frankly, the better team, beat Uniontown 12-0 earlier this week. And Red Raiders like to at least get a run in this one. Gary Frankhauser and I did a Mustang game on Monday, and Laurel Highlands shut out 4-0. Hate to see that. Want to at least get one across as Gresh swings and misses, and he's a strikeout victim again. Peterson has now struck out 5, 1 away.
Not a bad start tonight for Peterson. Of course, he had 3 strikeouts right out of the gate in that first inning.
Here's Ivan Rudder, the shortstop, struck out looking in the first. 0-1.
Peterson finally closing in on 30 pitches as well.
He's been very efficient. It's a good right arm, good velocity on the fastball. Squaring to bunt is Rudder, and taking a strike, charging in from third was Krovac. Now 2 strikes. Have to be careful. Bunting obviously now.
Would love to see Ivan pick up a hit here. Would be his first of the season.
Took something off that one, and the off-speed pitch is over for strike number 3, strikeout number 6 at the second out of the inning. So the top 2 batters for Uniontown 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Brings up Braden Hinsey, the center fielder, singled in the first. 1 of 3 Uniontown hits, and this one on the ground past the first baseman, and Hinsey's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Smoked that one the other way into right.
Yeah, absolutely. Braden, former student of mine, has really the skills for just about any athletic endeavor. Of course, he played football this past season, has played some basketball in his day, and he's a fine addition to this baseball team. Does a really, really good job in center field. Covers a tremendous amount of territory out there.
So your star pupil reaches?
Yeah, we like that.
What do you teach there, Josh?
American history.
American history. Boy,
Yeah.
I think everyone in this country could take your class, including some elected officials. Civics.
I'll send them my way.
Civics more specifically, but I think everyone could learn more about history. Boy, we need that right now.
And this is actually...
But I digress now.
Another student of mine, Chandler Myers, former student at the plate.
Third baseman in the cleanup spot, looking to get on. 0 for 1. Looking for a 2-out rally. Those are the best kind. 2-out single for Hinsey. And now it's 2-1. Good lead off of first by Hinsey. Grimm holding him on as Peterson comes set, and Hinsey's going. This one is into right field for a base hit. Turning second and heading for third is Hinsey. The throw comes in. He is out. Trying to advance 2 bases and a little too aggressive there. Again, another out made on the base paths. The last out of the inning made at third as Hinsey is erased, and that's the end of the threat for the Red Raiders. So no runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left, 2 strikeouts, and we will go to the 4th inning. It's Elizabeth Ford up 6-0 on Uniontown on the C.R. Parado Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube.
Whether buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills and knowledge as well as the ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street, Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis and his team at RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. That's Jeff Dennis and his team at RE/MAX Select Realty. Find them on Facebook. For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strongly advocating for them, and some professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200 for Melinda Delarose. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park. Joshua Scully and Nick Barczyk with you this evening. A 6-0 ball game so far in favor of Elizabeth Forward. Nick had mentioned in the previous inning that a couple of these Uniontown players, former students of mine, and that I taught American history. And today, Nick, I thought you might get a kick out of this. I wrote this down just in case I had a chance to shoehorn this in. In 1915, yes,
yep.
In May 7, 1915,
wow,
a German U-boat sank the Lusitania.
Is that right? That happened on this day 110 years ago.
110 years ago.
Oh, it was just like yesterday.
1,000.
Carl was actually telling me about that. Yeah, he actually beat you to it. I wasn't even out of my car, and he was telling me about it. He was waving me down. Said, Nick, you won't believe what happened on this day 110 years ago.
Well, I'm not surprised because there have been a few times when Carl and I would share some historical tidbits during a broadcast, and I'm not making this up, Nick. Carl would say, "It's crazy you mentioned that. I was just reading about that today."
Oh, man. I mean, I think everyone knew that. But thanks, Mr. Scully, I should say, not Josh. I feel like I'm back in school. Mr. Scully, thank you for that tidbit.
You're very welcome.
That's amazing. Gotta love history.
Oh, absolutely.
It is great. I love it. American history specifically is what I enjoy, political history. So maybe I'll take your course.
Definitely a lot of fun here in the top of the fourth inning. We'll see if history repeats itself with Charlie Niggett, who has reached base twice by way of double.
Yeah, he's been busy.
That is his hit of choice. Strong offensive numbers for him, and he has shown his speed. Of course, he's the center fielder for Elizabeth Forward. This Elizabeth Forward team is priming itself for a postseason run, and they're in pretty good position to do that. Obviously, some real capacity at the plate, and they've got quite a few pitchers who boast some impressive numbers so far this season. This pitch is going to make the batter jump away, as we will continue to see Elam Martin working here. He's now over 20 pitches. I have him at 22 to be exact.
Yeah, this is a tune-up, frankly, for Elizabeth Forward. But still, you go on the road, and hard to beat a team twice in a span of 3 days. But they're having, right now, an easy time of the Red Raiders, up 6-0 in the fourth.
We'll see how this time through the order does for them. And I think Niggett was maybe hit by that one.
He was, indeed, on base for a third time. And that one going to hurt a little more than the first two, the two doubles. So, hate to have a guy with that speed on the base, but maybe slow down a bit after getting plunked.
We'll see how quickly he's on the move. Has not been afraid to run in the past. In fact, that did cost him the last time he was on the bases when he was thrown out by Connor Hepta. He takes a very healthy lead with Aiden Grimes stepping into the batter's box. Grimes, a left-handed bat.
Wow. Some serious light now at Bailey Park.
Yeah, just about all of them on.
Yeah, it got really bright there.
And I believe we've got a balk call here.
Uh-oh, we do have a balk. Now I get down to second.
Well, it was while trying to swipe third base that Connor Hepta was able to eliminate the Warriors center fielder, and he does not hesitate. He takes a nice, healthy lead right to third base. Martin will come set now, takes a look at that runner, and will go back to Hepta. And pitch on the way. This one, big cut. My goodness. Grimes wanted to hit that one to O.C. Kluss if he would have caught it.
Hit that to the rec center. I don't know. Maybe to the mountains there.
Yes.
Beautiful view for us here, by the way. But, yeah, he was looking to send that one deep into the
Lookout Chestnut
Uniontown
Ridge.
skyline. Yeah.
It was a great uppercut swing. 0-1 pitch now, Martin, keeping an eye on the runner. And this one is going to be lifted into the air, and Hinsey cruises in and secures it. Not an opportunity for the base runner to do much with that one on the flyout. Now, we will see J.B. Krovac, who, as we mentioned earlier, we have shared a lot of information about statistics and different statistical categories. This young man applies himself to just about all of them. And I'm actually seeing, Nick, I'm going to check myself on this. This is number one, A.J. Grease.
Yeah, I had Krovac up on my card as well, throw over and on time.
That's interesting.
Yeah. They hitting out of order?
Can't imagine the umpires
Did we miss something here?
would not have
Can't be our fault.
that.
We're absolutely right. It's on their end.
I did check the number on Grimes to make sure it was him, and it was 25,
Yeah.
and this should be 29.
It should be J.B. Krovac.
Yeah.
But it is A.J. Gress, the shortstop, number 1, who's walked twice and scored twice. That's interesting.
That is
Get some
interesting.
clarification on that. Get your bullhorn and yell down there, John.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't have known if I had not brought the ye old field glasses
Oh, I
here to
love
actually
that.
see who's who.
I love those binoculars. Feel like I'm at a Steeler game in the upper deck.
Yeah.
Usually when I break those out. Penguin game.
1-0 pitch on the way. This one going to miss outside. So
That's
far,
interesting.
the Warriors, regardless of what their batting order situation is here,
Yeah, whoever comes up, they seem to be getting on
Yes.
base and
they don't
getting
seem to
extra
mind.
base hits. Yeah,
6-0 your score.
yeah. Have a runner in scoring position again.
The Warriors have put at least one up in every frame. Pitch on the way from Martin. Hept is going to snap this throw, and Niggett is in. He came in so hard he nearly overslid the base.
Another strong throw from Hebda, though, but not in time. Great jump by Niggett, and he's in third with another stolen base.
Now, if this had been a major league game, Nick, you'd have to wonder if Niggett had just recorded a bolt,
A bolt.
which is a moment where a
Oh, my.
base runner during a steal reaches at least 30 feet per second. If you're able to do that, you've recorded a bolt.
I mean, you're blowing my mind, Josh.
I think O'Neill Cruz sometimes does that.
I think he does when he gets on base because he's usually striking out. And that is going to be another hit batter.
Yeah.
Grease is going to wear that.
That's 3 hit batsmen so far for the Warriors. They had 1 in the first inning, and they've had 2 this inning.
Absolutely. Runners at the lines.
Hebda wants to come out and talk to Elam Martin.
I heard from an old baseball announcer once he didn't like the phrase runners at the corners because there's 3 corners, so he would always say runners at the lines. So
I sort of like
adopted
that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? So there's that. So, yes, little meeting on the mound there. Martin looking to settle down. He's hit 2 batters in the inning and gave up a home run the first batter he faced. And it's not been an easy time for him, but facing a really good lineup.
Yes, there's really not an easy out on this Elizabeth Ford Warriors baseball team. This is going to be Cy Herschelroth. Throw over to first base, and the runner is back in time. Luke Resch at first base tonight for Uniontown. Luke has been at first base more often than not this season. Plays a really, really good first base. Moves off the base well to field when necessary. Holds runners on well. Just a junior, so Uniontown gets him back next season.
That's good.
This one going to be fouled up. This one's coming our way, Nick. It's going to be stay on the field, though.
Yes.
Really hooked there at the end quite a bit, and the out is made. Chandler Myers drifting over to give that one the glove. And another out for
Pop up
Uniontown.
a country mile up in the air, but Myers grabbed it.
Yeah, that one was definitely nice and high. J.P. Peterson, the opposing pitcher now, with a chance to help his own cause. 6-0 your score. Top of the 4th. Still some time left for Uniontown. But certainly they need to put their foot down here, and they need to leave these 2 runners on the bases. First pitch of the at-bat from Martin. Runner goes. This one well struck into center. Does Hinsey have a beat on it? It's going to be over his head and off the center field wall. 1 run will score. Second run gets the wave. And the hitter, Peterson, does indeed help himself out with a 2-run double. And that makes a 6-0 ball game, an 8-0 ball game. And we're going to see a courtesy runner come out. I believe this is Williams again. Will come out for Peterson and take over at second base.
Talk about helping your own cause there, Josh. Something you don't see anymore in the major league game.
No.
Pitchers don't bat, but certainly in the high school game, you can help yourself out by hitting a 2-run double deep into the night off the center field wall, up and off the wall. So, yeah, I mean, talk about breaking this one wide open, making it 8-0 in the 4th.
I have a feeling, too, Nick, as we see Nate Grimm step in for the Warriors, if there were more Major League Baseball pitchers who could hit 2 RBI doubles, they would probably be demanding to go into the lineup.
Right. Not everyone could be Ohtani.
Right. He is the exception to the rule right now.
He's amazing. Just amazing.
8-0 your score. First pitch ball to Grimm. 1-0. Elam Martin continuing to work in relief of Jamison Carter. Martin takes a long, hard look at Williams, and Williams kind of shuffles in each direction, really does not move much. This pitch is a strike. Count will go 1-1.
No pitch clock in the high school game either, so you can really take your time and play games with the base runner, stare him down.
It's incredible that we live at a time in which you can see a high school or college baseball game really go just as long as a professional game.
Yeah, that's amazing. Not sure if that's a good thing or not.
I'm not either. That one is going to miss for a ball. Thank you, as always, for checking us out here on the WMBS YouTube and Facebook pages. Mr. Beast, if you're listening, happy birthday. We gave you a shout-out earlier. You may have tuned in.
Absolutely, Mr. Beast, I'm sure, is watching. What else is he doing on a Wednesday night?
Exactly. I was just going to say that. What else is there to do?
Watching a high school baseball game in Pennsylvania.
This one is going to miss inside, and the count is now 3-1.
I mean, he can't be putting together his award-winning content every night. I've heard of him.
I've heard of him, too. That's incredible, though, Nick. I think one thing he really has going for him is name recognition, because I feel like everybody has heard of him, but I don't know what he does.
I think there's a lot of people like that, famous for being famous. Kardashians come to mind. But, we need a cool nickname like that, as that's ball 4.
Grimm draws the walk and goes down to first base. Yeah, I think you said it well. Famous for being famous.
That's right. Hey, nothing wrong with that. If you can.
No, I just need to figure out how to do it. He needs to write a book.
Carl's very well known, but he's an award-winning cameraman.
Yes.
What award that is, I'm not sure.
I did actually have, as we see, Landon Jackson, the catcher, who's done fine behind the plate for the Warriors, step up to the plate. And Martin again going to check the lead runner and offers to Jackson. This one's going to miss outside. Martin is now over 30 pitches, 1-0. I did have someone actually walk up to me just recently and say, "You know Carl Childs?" And I said, "Yes, I do. I've worked with him a few times." And this person said, "Wow, is he cool? Because I've never met him." I said, "He's very cool." This one's going to be popped up into left field and caught there for Uniontown. So that's going to retire the side. Good job there coming on by the Uniontown left fielder, who actually ended up covering quite a bit of space there. Lane Smiley giving that one the glove and retiring the side. 8-0 here at Uniontown's Bailey Park. The Warriors do indeed pick up a few more runs, courtesy their pitchers' 2 RBI double. It'll be 8-0 as we head into the bottom of this frame in just a moment. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured. Owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. He is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194 and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work that they can do for you. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. Spring and home improvement season is here. Planning a home improvement project with your tax refund? Home Warehouse, once again voted best in Fayette for windows, and home improvement is the place to go for all of your home exterior needs. They know how to make your home a happy home with beautiful new siding, shutters, soffit and fascia, railing, windows, doors, storm doors, roofing, shingles, metal and rubber roofing, as well as flooring, wood pellets, and Home Warehouse will always carry Whitetail, Supreme Deer Feed, and mineral blocks. For the selection, great prices, and hometown service, See Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Saturday, 8 to noon. Closed Sunday and holidays.
Boy, that Home Warehouse does it all, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Wow, I thought that list would ever end.
They have a very impressive list of goods and services ready to offer you, and it is that season, Nick. I mean, it's the time in which people take a look at their house. The days are longer, and they say, hey, I maybe need some new siding. Maybe it's time for a new roof.
If you were a handyman and were good with that kind of thing, you'd be interested in that.
Yeah,
I'm really not. I usually have someone else do it. But, yeah, absolutely. Spring has sprung, and, it actually didn't rain today, thank goodness. So, yeah, things are looking up.
We did have a beautiful day today. Temperature has dipped into the 60s. We've got a few clouds, but
64 degrees at 8:20. I know this isn't
not
news
too bad.
radio. Yeah,
kind of like it though, Nick.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Thank you. Time check. Yeah, as we say in the biz.
This one got a miss down low and away to number 3, Shane Kelly, the second baseman. Certainly, if anyone recognizes Nick's voice, it's because you've heard him say that exact thing on the radio many times.
That or you work at a drive-thru and you've just heard me from that.
Couple of pitches miss here to Shane Kelly, who delivered the single. 2-0 pitch on the way from Peterson. Kelly will take a third ball. 3-0 count. Now, Nick, for some of our younger listeners, this is a bygone era, given your line of work. But if I were a child and we lived back in my time.
If I were a carpenter.
And, here's a called strike 3-1. You would be the guy I would listen to every night and every morning to tell me if I had a delay or cancellation.
Right. Absolutely. Those were the days when you had to rely on the local AM radio station.
And you'd just be hanging on every word. This one is hit fair ball by Shane Kelly. So Kelly reaches again. This one's trouble. It has rolled into a difficult spot, but Kelly is going to hold.
Wow.
At first base.
There, yeah. Good hit by Kelly, held to a single. That was a surefire double, but he's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles.
Good work from him tonight. He started the season off really strong, kind of established himself from the very first game for Uniontown this season as somebody who was a very timely hitter. Kelly has done that here. Peterson is going to come off the mound and reset himself here. But for those of you who don't remember that, and I suspect most people still do, that's certainly within living memory for many people. Pitch on the way from Peterson. Martin is going to take a strike, 0-1.
I mean, we're talking before social media, before even the local TV channels. I mean, they would have it, but you'd have to wait.
You'd have to watch the ticker, alphabetical order. Uniontown, you waited for a long time.
That's right. Absolutely.
There were 1,000 schools that started with S. This one misses 1-1.
But I'm sure when you heard, over the radio, Uniontown, 2-hour delay. I mean, canceled. You'd dance. I mean, you'd party. But those were the days when you had to listen to AM radio to get that information.
Big cut from Martin. Nick, when I was a kid, now this is, of course, going way back, but the gentleman who worked for WMBS at that time, whose name is lost to me, he really had a lot of fun with that. He would say something to the effect of, and we come back, updated, school closings and delays. Has your school closed?
Strike 3.
Strike 3. And Martin is down on strikes.
Would that be Tim Schwer by chance, who I used to work with, who passed away, unfortunately?
That's a real possibility.
Yeah, he was great. He used to work mornings. Jim Morgan as well, who's still at the station. I'm not sure how old you are exactly. I won't ask. I mean, you look great, whatever you are.
Oh, thank you, Nick. Boy, that was... I needed that today. Thank you. Thank you.
Trying to be nice.
Lane Smiley
Carl,
in
on the
batter's
other hand.
box.
Wow. Jeez, a whiz.
They're going to check on
a lot of gray
Kelly.
in that beard. No.
And Smiley going to see what he can do. Just made a fine catch in the outfield for this Uniontown team. And he'll take one way upstairs for a ball. Yeah, it was kind of cool back then. Now the school district calls you and tells you what's happening, and you don't even have to pursue
that's true.
it.
It was an employee. They call you. Yeah, that's cool.
Comes to you. This is a foul tip. Going to even the count at 1.
And every now and then when I'm at the station in the evening, I'll get calls from area districts reporting their delay, and they always have to give a code in case it could be some, kid prank calling.
Well, I've even thought about doing that.
Of course,
Nick, I'll be
absolutely.
honest with you.
No, I
I've
don't
even
blame
wondered,
them.
could I get away with this if I just called and said, hey, I'm from Uniontown Area School District. We've got a 2-hour delay tomorrow for sure.
Shenanigans. Yeah, absolutely. If you could get away with it, why not? Have some fun.
2-1 count now.
Some kids having fun down there.
Yeah, there's a pretty good crowd on our side.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's plenty of folks seated all the way around here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of maroon and white in the stands here. A good contingent from Elizabeth Ford, even.
Yes. Smiley waves at this one. Just in case any of my superiors are listening, I would never genuinely do that.
Absolutely not. I mean, come on.
I've thought about it.
Of course, it's crossed your mind.
Yes.
You're human, after all. You're a kid at heart, boy at heart, aren't we all?
That's
Boys
right.
don't really grow up.
This one's going to get away, and Kelly's going to move down to second base.
Yeah.
Full count.
Runner in scoring position now for the Red Raiders as they look to break the shutout here. Fourth inning down 8-0.
We've seen some very raucous games of tag. I believe that's what's happening down there right now.
Oh, boy, those were the days when I could move like that.
And not get tired.
Not care in the world. Oh,
That's
I know.
right.
The motor on those kids is amazing.
They'll take the out at first, but Kelly is going to move to third, and I hope Smiley is okay. He took a few steps down the first baseline.
There you go, runner at third. We're in business.
And the umpires are going to say foul ball. I really hope Smiley's okay because he's going to get another swing at this here.
Yeah.
Of course, Kelly will have to move back to second, but he's in okay shape. He's
More importantly, it screws up my scorecard. No, of course not. Hope Smiley's all right.
Kelly, of course, doesn't have to move if he does not choose to. There's nobody behind him on the bases.
The runner at second, still one out. Smiley looks to be all right. He's going to give it a go.
Payoff pitch on the way from Peterson. Here it is. This one is hit into the clouds. My goodness, that is a high pop-up, and it's going to be given the glove. Right fielder drifting in. Herschel Roth making the catch, and 2 down. Kelly won't move on that one, of course. And
that was the right fielder's balls. The second baseman went out, but good job to call him off, right fielder.
Opportunity now for Eli Friend, one of the seniors on this Uniontown team. He's going to bat with 2 down, bottom 4.
A Friend singled his first time in the second.
First pitch taken for a strike. Kelly taking a pretty generous lead here. This ball is going to be hit foul out of play to some spectators.
Good luck getting that one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Up the hill. Oh, there you go. Thought a youngster would go get it, but we have a
he's got experience
gentleman
in those vines tracking
absolutely.
the ball. We can see the ball from here.
We can. I think he's got a beat on it. No, you got it. It's right in front of you there, man. There we go. No, he's got it.
And this one is going to be popped up into right and caught again by Herschel Roth. And unfortunately for Uniontown, a runner left in scoring position here in the bottom of the 4th. They are not able to push a run across despite some good contact there to get things started by Shane Kelly. You're listening to another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night and the Trib Live High School Sports Network here on the WMBS YouTube and Facebook page.
Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference. The best of price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price. Will pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best of price every time, all the time. C. Harper. Spring forward home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans with offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties. Your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 458729. For 20 years, the Beagley Tree of Somerset has been providing premier land management services around the region, offering a wide array of services including vegetation control, right-of-way restoration, land clearing, building demolition, erosion and sediment control, access road installation, and more. Beagley can do it all. For more. And for more information, visit Beagley Beeghli tree.com. That's beagleytree.com, or call them today at 814-444-TREE. Beagley Tree, construction support services done right. So we move to the fifth inning, and by the way, when I mentioned member FDIC, it occurred to me I'm reading a book about presidents, Josh, and you know what president founded or formed the FDIC?
I believe it was Franklin Roosevelt.
It was Franklin Roosevelt. Useless information here on a Wednesday night of high school baseball. No, it's important to know.
Yeah, I think
FDR
so.
did a lot. He was great. I mean,
anytime you open a checking account, FDR helping you out a little bit.
I mean,
your
whether you're
$50 is guaranteed.
Yes. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you have to admit he was a pretty consequential president.
Oh, he
FDR.
absolutely was, yeah.
So there's that. 8-0 Elizabeth Ford as we get back to baseball. Away from 1940s American politics to high school baseball. So the Red Raiders, unfortunately, cannot get a run across, and looking to keep it at 8-0 as we move to the top of the fifth. As the Warriors will send up Jack Krovac, the third baseman, over 2. Takes that one.
A couple of Krovacs in this lineup, and they're both very good.
They are brothers. I talked to their manager. That's ball 1. That's still Martin out there on the mound, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Martin's still working.
Start of the second inning. Now working his fourth inning.
Of course, when your name is Elam Martin and the coach's name is Dennis Martin, I suspect you want to do a good job every time you're on the pitcher's mound.
That's right, absolutely. I love that name, Elam, by the way. I mean, I got a boring name like Nick, but Elam's fun and eccentric as this one's into the netting. Thought that was going to come down and a chance for the catcher to grab it, but into the netting.
Yeah, I like that name, too. It's unique. It's
different.
It's unique, but it has a decidedly old-fashioned type of vibe.
Yeah. Carl, similarly. Josh as well, of course. That's old school.
It sure is, yeah.
But, oldie but goodie.
Only bad thing about my name, Nick, is, the year I was born, everyone decided to name their child Josh.
Oh, of course.
That year. So I went to high school at Uniontown Area High School, even though I only graduated with about 324. Dozens of them were named Josh.
Of course. It's usually how it works. This one in the air towards the line and left and unable to make the catch. That's a foul ball. Straddling the line there. In and out of the glove of Smiley out and left. So good attempt, but just a long strike.
He had to go a long way for that one.
He did. That one carried out there to left, and just a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smart now on the rubber. Gets the sign from Hebda. The kick and the come home to Krovac is in the dirt. Now full count.
Would be great to see Uniontown. Now, they're going to be, of course, very soon facing the top of the order. Would be great to see them have a sort of closeout inning where they can put a 0 on the board.
This one in the air to center. Charging in is Hinsey and slides and makes the basket catch. Indeed, what a catch. One away. Pitcher's best friend there. Great hustle. Charging in to make that catch. Hinsey in center, one away, the sliding basket. So this brings up Mitchell Vuick, who has a home run and a single. A couple of runs batted in. Just smashed a home run to left field in the second inning. First batter Martin faced takes a strike 0-1.
Yeah, he's had a good night, considering the fact that he is at the end of this order, but certainly not someone who has played tonight as an end-of-the-order hitter.
This one lined up the middle and grabbed by the second baseman to his right. Backhand not able to make the play is Gresh at first. Kelly with the good effort, though, to keep it in the infield. We'll give Vuick the single.
Yeah, good hustle by him, too. He didn't give up on that. He hit the ball in a very playable spot. Ball sort of died in the infield. Unfortunately for Uniontown, just not quite able to nail down the end of that play.
Now the lineup turns over to Charlie Niggett, the top of the order center fielder, who is doubled twice, reached on a hit by pitch, and scored 2 runs, a couple of stolen bases. Very great speed out there. Throw over by Martin. Back in time is the runner. Oh, there we go. Now we have light in the press box.
Yeah, Carl just turned the lights on for us.
Oh, that's what we need Carl here. We couldn't figure it out. Josh and I were like, how could we get light in here? There's a switch here. Someone will figure it out. Carl figured it out. 3 men in the booth. One of them figured it out.
Another factor at play here now, too, Nick. If you're Uniontown and you want to prolong this game, you need to make sure you don't go into the bottom half of this frame down 10-0.
Yeah, absolutely. This one fouled off. Yeah, Niggett, a good athlete, you can tell. Good presence in the batter's box, a lot of speed on the bases. So this would be a big out if Martin could retire Niggett for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and a good count for Martin to do that.
This is actually the first inning. Elizabeth Ford didn't have their leadoff man reach. Has had a fly out to center by Krovac, but throw down, snap throw to first and back in safely. Good throw by Hebda, but runner back in.
Hebda does a really nice job behind the plate for Uniontown.
He has a good arm.
Got a strong throw, yeah, and his location really helps the first and third baseman in those kind of situations.
Hardy lead, breaking for second as that one gets away, and an easy stolen base. Into second goes Mitchell Vuick, so runner at second, one away. And again for Elizabeth Ford, a runner in scoring position with the top of their lineup up.
Martin with a chance to still keep this at-bat under control. 2-2 count now.
Knocked down by the shortstop. On to first. Out! So knocked down by Rutter, able to pick it up and throw to first and get Niggett in time to retire him for the first time. Runner holds at second, 2 outs.
Man, what a great throw by the freshman, Ivan Rutter. And, Nick, too, you know you've got a fast man coming out of the batter's box there, and Rutter did initially have to knock that ball down, so he's not coming up with it cleanly. The presence of mind to stay with that ball and then to make the sharp throw across, great play there by that young man.
Yeah, fine play indeed by the freshman. And Niggett down for the first time tonight. 2 outs, runner at second. Elizabeth Ford in danger of having their first inning without a run. Uniontown would love that, and that one misses to Aiden Grimes, who doesn't have a hit yet. 2 walks, a fly out, scored a run, stole a base.
With 2 down, of course, the lone base runner here, he's ready to move.
Absolutely running on contact. And this one back to the pitcher, Martin. Thought maybe that hit the batter, but it did not. And flipping on to first for the final out is Martin. So no runs a hit, no errors, and 1 left, and a goose egg there. Elizabeth Ford comes away without a run, and they still lead, though, 8-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. High school baseball, see our Parada Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page.
Whether buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street, Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis, Team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com. Spring forward to home construction season with the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit First Federal Loan today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
As we move to the bottom of the fifth, J.P. Peterson still out there for Elizabeth Ford, facing the bottom part of Uniontown's lineup. Cut and a miss there by Lucas Payton, the DH, in the number 8 spot.
Payton, pretty strong offensive numbers on the season.
At fastball. In for a strike, 0-2. Good velocity from Peterson. Working into the fifth inning. 4 scoreless innings. He's given up 5 hits, and this one lifted the other way towards the line and right, charging it and not able to make the grab. It's a foul ball and right. As Cy Herkelroth made the effort there, but unable to grab it as it's just a long strike.
The ball was slicing away from him. He sort of charged over to the foul line. I think he thought he had it. The ball kept moving to his left, and then he tried to take a final few steps to get it. It just topped right off his body.
Peterson ahead 0-2, and the offering, he went around, or maybe a called strike 3 either way. It's a strikeout, and Payton down on strikes for the first out of the inning. 8th strikeout for Peterson through 4 1/3. So 1 away for the Red Raiders' Luke Gresh.
Would love to see Luke get something started for Uniontown here.
Gresh looking for his first hit. Couple of strikeouts. This one popped up, foul ground, right side, and it bounces into the stands. Watch out there. Elizabeth Ford side. Enemy territory.
There's a couple of Warrior fans there in folding chairs. They didn't even flinch.
No.
Kudos to them.
They're veterans.
This is not their first rodeo or derby or baseball game, whatever way you want to look at it. They did not. They were not moving.
No. Grizzled veterans there. They've seen a foul ball before. The 1-1 to Gresh, and that one misses up to the backstop.
Would be nice to see Gresh not only reach, but have a productive at bat while doing it. He's, of course, been the strikeout victim to Peterson twice, and I'm sure when you're a pitcher and you know you've got somebody chasing or looking twice, you feel that you can do it a third time.
That one misses up. You're right, when you've had the success he's had this evening, you think it's a given, but Gresh looking to spoil the fun, doesn't want to strike out again, and he won't. That's ball 4, so 1-out walk. That's the second walk granted by Peterson. Runner at first, 1 away for Ivan Rudder. Or actually, no, we're going to have a pinch hitter, it looks like. That will be number 99.
Yeah, let me see
it's
who
Mr.
that is.
Van Sickle, I believe.
Yeah, John Van Sickle.
John Van Sickle, yes.
One of the seniors. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Saw his picture behind home plate. The senior John Van Sickle will pinch hit in Rudder spot, number 99. Righty will step in with a runner at first and 1 away. And Peterson delivers. Fouled off to the right.
Would be great to see John deliver one here.
Yeah, absolutely. Senior looking for a hit, at least to get on base.
if he's able to make something happen, you got Braden Hinsey, I believe, on deck.
He has 2 singles, throw over and on time. Fouled off the other way. Got a piece of it, looking to straighten that out. Peterson steps off. Short lead for Gresh off of first. Now comes home. That one in the dirt. Knocked down by Jackson.
Good job there by Jackson. Getting his body out there. And getting in the way of that one. Gresh didn't have much opportunity to move.
The 1-2 offering low, 2-2. See if this is the inning the Red Raiders break through and get a run. The runner on, pitch low. Did he go on the appeal? He did not.
Ooh.
Didn't look like he went. Did you think he did?
I personally didn't, but I saw the umpire. I think he hesitated to appeal. I think he maybe thought that Van Sickle had. Thankfully, he did.
Yeah, he held up there. Count forward 3-2. And that's ball 4. So back-to-back walks after the strikeout. Now runners at first and second for Uniontown. Brings up Braden Hinsey. The number 3 spot has 2 singles today. He's played a great game. Made a fine catch in center. 2 singles. 2 of the 5 hits, for the Red Raiders. Now, meeting on the mound with the Peterson and Jackson battery. Their coach will come out as well.
And we've not seen, really, Elizabeth Ford have to deal with too much traffic on the bases, so this is an excellent opportunity for Uniontown, and this meeting is going to turn in to essentially a Congress. Virtually everybody in the infield is going to come in and participate.
Yes. Some bipartisan legislation being passed there.
Yeah.
How they break up. Courtesy runner for Van Sickle, or his night is done. I believe it's number 33, if I have that right.
Is indeed number 33.
There you go. That is Mr. Glover, Lucas Glover. So Glover on to run for Van Sickle. Gresh still at second. First and second, 1 away. Bottom of the 5th, Uniontown here at home, trailing 8-0 to Elizabeth Forward. Scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 each in the third and fourth. Now Hinsey, who has 2 hits today, takes a strike.
Yeah, Hinsey definitely somebody who could make this interesting with some of the contact that he has produced. And he's got some decent speed ahead of him on the bases, too.
Just one little poke towards second base. That's going to die. Picked up by the second baseman, who goes on to second for the force. So the lead runner is retired. One of the lead runners, 2 outs. Now runners at first and third. Fielder's choice for Hinsey. He's aboard again. But play made there by Grimes. So first and third, 2 outs. Brings up Chandler Myers, the cleanup hitting third baseman, who has singled tonight, 1 for 2. And again, Uniontown with a runner at third. We're going to bring him home. But Myers takes a strike.
Myers has had a little bit of success at the plate tonight, so certainly would not put it past him to at least drop a single in here somewhere. And if he could get a hold of one, now that Peterson has done some work here this inning, you might even get both runs.
No one misses. By the way, the game of tag has now become a game of rock collecting, I believe. The youngster had a lot of rocks there.
Well, sometimes you have to switch gears there, Nick. Variety is the spice of life.
Oh, it certainly is. And maybe they did finally get tired. Little roller back to the mound. Peterson has it, goes on to first, and the Red Raiders against 3-2, including a runner at third. Another 0 there, unfortunately, as we move to the 6th inning. Elizabeth Ford up 8-0 on Uniontown at Bailey Park. Here on the South Union, we're on the WMBS YouTube page, Nick Barczyk and Josh Scully, 8-0 Elizabeth Ford as we go to the 6th.
Spring and home improvement season is here. Planning a home improvement project with your tax refund? Home Warehouse, once again voted best in Fayette for windows and home improvements, is the place to go for all your home exterior needs. They know how to make your house a happy home with beautiful new siding, shutters, soffit and fascia, railing, windows, doors and storm doors, roofing, shingles, metal and rubber roofing, as well as flooring, wood pellets. And Home Warehouse continues to carry Whitetail Supreme deer feed and mineral blocks. So for selection, great prices, and hometown service, see Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, Saturday, 8 to noon, closed Sunday and holidays. That is the Home Warehouse. Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference. The best price every time, all the time. C. Harper Auto will beat any competitor's price, or they'll pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent home repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and is the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park. 8-0 your score, top of the 6th. Joshua Scully alongside Nick Barczyk with Carl Childs behind the camera. The Elizabeth Ford Warriors were finally shut out in the previous frame, and it looks like we're going to get a quick out here as Myers fires over to Gresh.
Nice dig out there at first, and you're right, Gresh plays a very good defensive first base, and heck of a job there to dig that one out.
Yeah, absolutely. Good start here for Uniontown in the 6th inning. Uniontown wanting to prolong this game and give themselves every opportunity. We'll see now Cy Herschelroth to face Martin. Herschelroth has done a little bit of everything tonight except get a hit. He's been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's popped out. Martin's going to start him off with a ball.
And a few things about Cy. First of all, great baseball name. Cy Young,
yes.
Maybe the best pitcher ever. And second, I've said his name about 10 times, and 10 different times I've said it. So there you go.
It's definitely a tricky name. Right?
It is a tough one.
And Gresh,
wow,
going for the gold glove here tonight. Handles that one himself, unassisted on the putout. Gives it the glove and just trots it over to first base. 2 down quickly here. I better share this now while the sharing is good, as we prepare to see J.P. Peterson step into the batter's box. At least I believe this is Peterson. Looks like him. Looks like his number. I had shared with Nick earlier, and this was really bothering me, because Jackson, the catcher for Elizabeth Ford, and Hebda, the catcher for Uniontown, they've both been really good behind the plate tonight in a variety of ways. I had shared with Nick that there's a statistic now for catchers often advertised by amateur athletes, and we're going to see a pinch hitter here.
Yes.
This is number 21.
21. Great baseball number there, and we'll dig out the roster. It is...
First pitch is strike.
Cameron Bendel.
Cameron Bendel at the plate.
Cameron Bendel, number 21.
0-1 pitch. Martin with 2 quick outs here.
They're looking for a 1-2-3 frame.
This is a foul ball, going to go 0-2. Now Martin just 1 strike away. The official statistic is a catcher's quote-unquote pop time, and I'm reading this, the official definition right now. It is the speed it takes a catcher to throw the ball from home plate to second base during a stolen base attempt. It's a crucial metric for evaluating a catcher's ability to throw out a base runner. And waving and missing here, we got a strikeout, and Uniontown puts him down 1-2-3. Look out.
For the Pop-Tart, yes. I like it. Now I want Pop-Tarts.
The Red Raiders have put together a fine top of the 6th inning. Some good pitching meets some good defensive play, and the Warriors are erased just as quickly as they come to the plate. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Whether buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community, and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street, Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis at Team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Melinda Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose today at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com. And do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. He is ready to help you. Call them today. That's Fulham's today at 724-466-4194, 466-4194, and follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you. Cody Fulham and Fulham's Full Service.
Welcome back to Uniontown's Bailey Park, bottom of the sixth inning in an 8-0 ball game. The Uniontown Red Raiders, though, have put together a couple of fine innings defensively. They just are looking for the offense now, and they still have some time yet to do that. Bottom of the sixth, the Red Raiders realistically now down to their final 6 outs of the ball game, lest the team really mount a significant rally. Never say never in the game of baseball. We do have some defensive changes for the Warriors. Coming on to pitch is going to be the young man who started in center field, Charlie Niggett. He'll take over from the pitching mound. Moving from left field to center field is Mitchell Vuick. And then coming on to play left field will be Bendel, who was the pinch hitter, of course, for Peterson the last time through. So Bendel is out in left field here in Bailey Park.
Charlie Niggett, not surprised he is pitching. Good athlete, really good athlete. Now we'll get to see his arm. He's a lefty. So Uniontown will have to contend with the southpaw.
First one going to be a called strike.
That looked good there.
It did. And, of course, this will be a different look for Uniontown facing the lefty Niggett. It's going to be Shane Kelly. Perfect on the night. Kelly is 2 for 2. Had a really nice hit last time through. He's going to foul this one back.
You always hard after facing one pitcher all night, a righty, to now face the lefty, who's fresh, and it's a different angle. Not a lot of lefties in the high school game.
We'll see how Kelly, the right-handed bat, is able to adjust to that. Would be great to see Kelly get us started. Pitch on the way. This one, Kelly gets a piece of, fouls that one back. Nick, in the midst of that pop time conversation.
Yeah, back to that.
One other thing I have to mention, just in reading this. The average Major League Baseball catcher's pop time is 2.0 seconds. There's another metric embedded in pop time. That's called exchange time.
Oh, Lord.
That is the time it takes a catcher to transfer the ball from their glove, this one going to be a called ball, 1 and 2, to their throwing hand. So you factor in your exchange time, your footwork, your jumping up, obviously that's the pop, and throwing the ball out to second base. The total of that is your pop time. Kelly going to wave at this one.
My goodness.
And he gets a piece. He stays alive.
You know, it's fascinating, and also, on the other hand, horrifying that this is being calculated.
I know.
In the year 2025, but hey.
And I'm
is this
sure
an official major league stat, or is it just for amateur baseball?
I'm assuming.
I'm sure, because I really want to know Joey Bart's pop time now, the Pirates catcher.
It does say on MajorLeagueBaseball.com that pop time is abbreviated POP. That's the acronym used, so it must be legit. As Kelly waves at one and is down on strikes here.
Well, it's on the internet, so
it must be real.
Be true.
Yeah, it must be true.
Absolutely. Well, we're on YouTube, so
right
against the internet.
Certainly, we're on YouTube tonight. Thank you for joining us as always. Elam Martin preparing to step in to face Niggett now. And today is Radio Day in Russia.
Oh, in Russia.
In Russia, it's Radio Day.
I have a subscription to Radio Russia.
Big wave and a miss here from Martin against Niggett. Martin also a right-handed bat. Yes, today is Radio Day, celebrating the radio-related work of inventor Alexander Popov.
Oh.
Who in 1895, if memory serves me correctly, introduced a lightning detector that used radio waves to detect electrical storms in the atmosphere. And because he debuted this invention on May 7th, it is now Radio Day in Russia. Kind of an interesting story, not a traditional application for radio to my knowledge. And Martin is going to get a passed ball here, and he's off to the races, and he's going to make it. He made it. Safe.
Absolutely. Great hustle down the line to get to first, and always nice to strike out but reach base. One of the quirks of baseball.
Yeah. You love to see that. What hustle by Martin. Martin looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
And Jackson is no slouch. We've mentioned, obviously, that's why we're talking about these catching matrix. Both catchers have been phenomenal tonight. But Martin just did not miss a beat. And so often, Nick, as Niggett now will check on that runner and prepares to face the next batter, Lane Smiley. Smiley seems to be okay. He was walking a little gingerly during his last at bat. Will take a strike here, 0-1. But you see, Nick, even in the professional game, which, not to sound too old-fashioned, we mentioned that I had done some work, this one going to miss outside, with Chuck Durso.
Oh, the best.
But he thinks I'm too old-fashioned when it comes to baseball.
Well, Chuck Durso thinks you're too old-fashioned.
Yeah. He doesn't like that I don't like the designated hitter in the NL. And we were working together one time. Here's the pitch from Niggett. This one is well struck by Smiley, and it's in left center, and it's going to be caught there.
Nice grab.
Herschel Roth ranging over and making the catch. Good contact. But we were working a broadcast, Chuck and I were one time, and right in the middle of the broadcast, he turns to me and says, "Josh, I can't believe I've worked with you all this time, and you are so old hat." And I said, "I'm sorry that I just,
I can picture him saying that. He's the best. But
he is always very funny.
For Mr. Durso. I mean, my goodness. But yeah, the DH, I mean, I knew it was coming to the National League eventually, and here it is.
Eli
the fact
Friend.
that it's a thing at all. I mean,
right.
we're used to that. It's been about 40 years it was in the American League, but now it's migrated to the senior circuit. And what do you think about the other changes? Pitch clock, you have to be for that. I mean, the game just
the game was
by.
Yes, the game was becoming
too
slow.
A slow plodding game. It's supposed to have, it's never going to be, fast tempo like hockey or basketball or even football, but it's not supposed to have a slow plodding pace either.
Baseball
have a nice leisurely pace.
Right. Had almost got to what I would describe as a rigorous pace, in which you really felt like you were working through the game.
Yes.
My goodness, move and counter move.
Yes.
I was always worried about the designated hitter coming to the National League as Eli Friend faces an 0-2 count with 2 down. Here's the pitch from Niggett. This one's going to be in the dirt, blocked by Jackson. I always saw it as, oh my goodness, it's one more batter the Pittsburgh Pirates are not going to have. I used to hang my hat on the late 90s and early 2000s when you would hear the stat, the Pittsburgh Pirates pitchers are the best batting pitchers in baseball. And I would say, hey, we at least got something going for us.
They took that away.
Yes, you took away our
But you have to admit, it's kept Andrew McCutchen around longer than he thought he would be. I mean, if it weren't for the DH, he would have retired a couple years ago, though he is in right field a little bit now.
And he does a good job out there.
He does a good job. He looks better than most of that lineup. I mean, that's,
Yeah, really.
Leave it at that. They're 12 and 26 and have lost 7 in a row, so enough with that.
He's doing a fine job. We'll see how Eli Friend does here with a 1-2 count against Niggett with a runner on first base. And
just got a piece.
He's going to foul this one back.
Barely. Looking for a 2-out rally with a man on. Looking for that elusive first run.
Uniontown is at least going to go the distance tonight.
Yes, that's an accomplishment.
They were finished in 4.5 frames Monday at Elizabeth Ford. Of course, many changes at Elizabeth Ford High School. Some renovations going on there. Building what I'm sure will be a beautiful new gymnasium. Friend gets a piece, but right toward the first baseman. Could not hit it anymore right at him. And that first baseman just takes one small step to his left on the bag and will retire the side. We've played 6 innings here at Uniontown's Bailey Park. Your score 8-0 in favor of Elizabeth Ford on another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Busy day, feeling unwell, don't feel like driving, but you need your prescriptions? No worries, Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Call 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. And the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers a cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his fine staff are residents of the community, and they treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance is accepted. Experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. That's UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive with physical therapist Jim Burns. They're at 724-437-7500. So we move to the seventh inning. Last reps for Uniontown as they look to keep this an 8-0 game going to the bottom of the seventh. And again, it'll be Elam Martin out there again. He's been out there since the second inning. He'll be facing Nate Grimm to lead off for Elizabeth Ford, who scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 each in the third and fourth. Don't have a run, though, in the last 2 innings, so it's been a good job by Martin. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the sixth with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Bounced back well from the leadoff home run he gave up, but has given up 5 runs after the 3-spot given up by Jameson Carter in the first inning.
Honestly, Uniontown has looked pretty good the last 2 innings.
Yeah.
They've played fine defense. They've got good pitching out of Martin. They have flashed some offense. I feel like there have been a few times tonight they were 1 hit away from putting runs on the board.
And will indeed face... That pitch is outside.
We'll see who's
facing
at the plate
Daniel
here.
Spence. He's the pinch hitter for Nate Grimm. So Daniel Spence, number 4, get the at-bat. Grimm had a single and a double tonight, so see how Spence fares as he pops this one up left side. And dropping that one is Rudder, the shortstop. And reaching will be Spence on the air. I mean, a tough play there to have to range back into your right like that, but catch I'm sure he would like to make.
Rudder had to come a long way for that one and called off Chandler Myers at the very last second. And I think when Rudder, he looked down to Myers to make sure Myers had seen him. Mm-hmm. When he looks back up, he just did not spot the ball again in time.
Yeah, that's tough. Communication is key there. You have to make sure you call off your teammate and make sure you grab the ball. Tough play there. Spence will head down to second, and he's there standing up. That pitch got away from Hebda. Runner at second, no outs. Elizabeth Ford looking to score again. Haven't scored since the 4th inning.
Spence actually one of the stolen base leaders for this Elizabeth Ford team, so he's no stranger to moving on the bases.
Martin delivers the 1-0. Late cut and a miss. Big hack there, and comes up empty, 1-1. Yeah, number 14, Chad Rager, is getting the at-bat here for Jackson.
Probably going to see quite a few defensive changes for this Warriors team in the bottom half of this frame, based on the pinch hitters.
Another swing and a miss by Rager. And that is strike 3, so the out. Strikeout there for Martin, 1 away with the runner at second. Next batter up for Elizabeth Ford. Right-hand batter is number 5. That is Jack Krovac, as advertised, the starter, 0 for 3.
Yeah, strange day for him considering his numbers coming into this game. He's one of few Warriors who hasn't had one really strong appearance at the plate yet. Several of their players have had multiple strong appearances.
Sure. Yeah, good team, good lineup, and I'm sure they'll have some success in the playoffs. Martin comes set, delivers the 1-0. That one's in for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Tough ask to come away with a 0 here with a runner at second, no out. Now runner at second, 1 out. Mitchell Vuick on deck, who has 3 hits and a home run among them. This one is in the air on a line to right center, and that is going to be caught! Wow. Pulled down in center field. That's still Hinsey out there, yes. I believe. Yes, great play by Braden Hinsey.
Can't imagine it was anybody else.
Has had a fine night with 2 hits and some fine plays in center. Braden Hinsey with the grab, 2 outs. The runner holds. Pitcher's friend there.
Really took some huge strides at the end of that. I think he found the 5th gear. He was moving fast off the hit. And I think he realized he was going to end up a step short, and he just made that step up across his last stride or two.
Yeah, range to his left. Great play. 2 away for Vuick, who has 3 hits, 2 singles, and a home run at a solo shot to left back in the second. Throw over not in time. Low and outside.
Would be a really nice statement, I think, to see Martin essentially close the book on the evening for the Warriors offense and get one more 0 on the board here.
That one misses up and out. Now 2-0. Runner off of second. And that one misses up and in. So now he's fallen behind 3-0. Trying to come back after the leadoff man reached on the air. A strikeout and a fly out and a fine play by Hinsey in center. A squaring to bunt, but pulling back and taking one in the dirt for ball 4. So a walk now with 2 outs, first and second for the top of the order. Again, we'll bring up Charlie Nugget, who started the game in center, moved to the rubber last inning. He's reached base 3 times with 2 doubles, couple of runs scored. It's been busy on the base paths.
Yes, he has. Martin was finally able to get him for the first time last time through on a fine play by Ivan Rutter.
Up and in for ball 1.
Right now, Martin just needs to bear down and get a couple of strikes across the plate. Of course, you don't want to offer one up here. This is a batter who will make you pay for that.
Martin in his 6th inning of work came in the second, and this is their 2-0. Now comes set and looks the runner back to second. Throw over, not in time. Taking the throw at second was Kelly.
Keep waiting for Kelly to try the hidden ball trick there. I think he thinks about it every time because he gets it from his glove very slowly. And
the hidden ball trick, old school. Forget your OPS and your pop-up. That's old school baseball there. Took something off then, falls in for a strike. Yeah, the launch angle and exit velocity. I'm still getting my head around that, but you've introduced me to some new ones tonight. That pop-up is that it, pop-up, the catcher?
Pop time.
Pop time,
Yeah.
pop time. Pop-tart. That's what I'll call it.
Which is, it's just one of those things.
Why not? Adapt or die. Evolve.
That's right. Really a numbers game.
Absolutely. Looking to strand the 2 runners on is Martin. The 3-1, then Niggett kicks and delivers, and that's in the dirt ball 4. So back-to-back walks will now load the bases. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Aiden Grimes. Now, battery meeting in front of the mound. Timeout here is
We might have
Elizabeth Ford looking to really break it open here.
could have a pinch hitter here. Nick, I think this could be. Now again, we've seen this happen a couple times, and I'm not sure. Full disclosure, I'm not sure how this is happening, but that was definitely just Niggett who batted.
Yes.
And stepping into the batter's box right now is number
J.B. Krovac, right?
Yeah.
29. Yeah, I don't get what's happening there because we had Grimes in the number 2 spot after Niggett.
That's definitely him.
That's odd. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, because earlier we thought they accidentally skipped him or purposefully skipped him.
Some shenanigans going on there.
I'm sure in some way it's kosher. I have to profess
I'm sure it's kosher. It's very
ignorance
kosher.
of the rule.
Yeah.
That's definitely him.
Yes. So, whatever the case.
Well, he's got 30 RBIs this season and a
Yeah.
chance to make it 33 if he can drop one in somewhere.
Absolutely. Grand slam and make it 34. We don't want to see that.
Yeah, we'd rather not.
No. 1 home run tonight for Elizabeth Ford. That's enough.
They hit one Monday night, too.
Martin with the bases juiced, and this one on the ground into right field for a base hit. 1 will score to make it 9-0. 2 will score with the runner heading to third. It's getting back in time. Krovac does, but a 2-run single to make it 10-0. Elizabeth Ford in the 7th.
Well, didn't have to do a lot there, Nick. He just, like you said, put it on the ground right away, found a spot, picked up a couple more RBIs for himself.
A 2-run single, Niggett stops at third. First run since the 4th inning for Elizabeth Ford. Now they're in double digits.
This will be A.J. Grease at the plate.
Yeah, Grace is up. Couple of walks, scored a few times, grounded out his last time.
Just incredible that J.B. Krovac at this point is now averaging this season more than 2 RBIs per game.
Wow. It's quite the average. That's consistency throughout the season, yeah. Very impressive. So that one misses in.
Uniontown still just needing the 1 out to get to the bottom of the 7th.
Absolutely. Want to stop the bleeding after giving up the 2-run hit. Want to strand these 2 on and see if you can get a run to avoid the shutout in the home half of the 7th.
We've had tag and rock collecting. Right now it sounds like there's a dinosaur attacking the children
I like
over
that.
here.
Dinosaurs are never out of style.
No.
Will never get old.
Just saw a video online yesterday of a young man who, playing very early youth baseball, prefers to run the bases as a dinosaur.
Oh, I like it.
If he's able to reach.
That's great. Does he run to third first? That happens a lot. They'll learn. This one's in the air to deep right center. Hinsey again back, and he will make the grab. Impressive play in center by Hinsey tonight. Ends the inning, and Uniontown strands 2, but not before 2 more come home. Elizabeth Ford now in double digits at 10-0. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, last wraps for the Raiders. High school baseball. See our Parada Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about. Your Erie agent at Uniontown and Ross Draver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to Sprouseinsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. Henry and Stewart Audiology, voted best in Fayette Hearing Center and Audiologist, with offices at Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown, 201 North Pittsburgh Street in Connellsville, and South Market Street in Carmichaels. Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference. The best price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price or will pay you $1,000 cash. The C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and is the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Do you have a job around the house that you just aren't sure how to tackle? Then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette Gold Medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all, from home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing. He is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today, 724-466-4194. And follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work that they can do for you.
Great stuff, sir.
I think so.
Absolutely.
It's that time of year.
Mowing them down. Yes, it is. Spring has sprung. Carl actually asked me to help him with his deck the other day. I said, I'm busy. He didn't even tell me when. I just said, no, I'm good. Maybe next year. All right, on to the bottom of the 7th. Last wraps for the Uniontown Red Raiders, down 10-0 to Elizabeth Ford, as Niggett is out there again. Another inning of relief work. The lefty delivers to Lucas Payton, looking for his first hit. Late cut and a miss.
Can't say enough about the work that Coach Martin for Uniontown has done.
Absolutely.
With this young team. And
strike 3-1 away.
I'm reminded, Nick, of a Super Bowl many, many, many years ago. It was a classic type of underdog versus a truly dominant team, in which the truly dominant team won easily. Crash at the plate.
0-1.
And following the game, the coach of the underdog team said to the media, well, we want to be where they are.
Sure.
You know, we played the very best tonight. Did not go our way. And I think this Uniontown team can look at this older Elizabeth Ford team and say, hey, we want to be that team one day.
Absolutely. It's a good thing to aspire to. They're obviously not there yet. Not close, really, frankly, but it's certainly something they can look at and say it's achievable when we get a little older and get some more experience and get more reps, more time in the batting cage and all that stuff. So, yeah, you're right. It's certainly something to aspire to, as Elizabeth Ford will head into the postseason, moving to 13-3 on the season with the win tonight. Back-to-back, it looks like double-digit shutout wins of the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Elizabeth Ford has had a truly impressive season. Just a lot of firepower. Obviously a deep team. They have not hesitated to sub liberally here in the later stages of this game. It's a virtually new team defensively.
And Gresh down on strikes for the second out. 2 strikeouts to start the inning. And now Uniontown down to their last out.
We're going to see a pinch hitter. I believe this is Caleb Bartok.
It is number 19, the sophomore. Looking to keep things alive. Rudder and Van Sickle, the previous hitters in that slot. Now it'll be Bartok to keep Uniontown's hopes alive.
Bartok has done a lot of work from the mound so far this season for Uniontown, but he's done a fair job at the plate, too. Certainly can't knock him there. Good all-around player. See him at third base quite a bit when he's not pitching.
Love to get on base here and prevent the easy 1-2-3 last inning for Elizabeth Ford.
Yeah, and if Bartok can reach, you've got Hinsey up after that.
He's got to be the player of the game, I'd say, at least for Uniontown.
Oh, my, yeah.
Hinsey. 2 singles and fine plays in center. And Nuggets had a fine night for Elizabeth Ford on the mound looking to get the last out.
And I think if you're Uniontown, Nick, you just want to keep finding those pieces. You know, Bartok, we're seeing him for the first time, but he's somebody you can build around. Elam Martin did a fine job for you tonight. Hinsey.
That strikeout ends the game, Josh. Yes, a 10-0 victory, but it did go the full 7 innings. Elizabeth Ford wins 10-0. Final thoughts, sir, as we'll get the totals here together.
Well, I think for Uniontown, it's a step in the right direction. This team beat you 12-0. They really jumped on the Red Raiders pretty hard Monday. That game ended after 4.5 innings. That game, of course, was in Elizabeth. Tonight, Uniontown had some genuine glimmers of where they want to be as a program. They knew this was going to be a rebuilding year. It was a season, certainly, that had some difficult moments, but these players have stayed true to the program, and they are very young. This is a team that has several freshmen, a wonderful group of sophomores, and I think that's really the season you got to look forward to. When you have these sophomores who have been with the program their whole career as seniors, this could be a potent Uniontown team. And this was a Uniontown team that has been recently good. You know, this is a team that has played playoff baseball. Unfortunately, what they are experiencing right now is they've lost some of those veteran players. They've lost some of the elder statesmen on this team, so to speak. They don't have a lot of senior players. They've got a handful of juniors. They've got a handful of seniors. They've got a lot of youth. I think for the Red Raiders to be successful in the future, and I don't think they'll be waiting forever. You know, I don't think this is a situation where I have to say, well, Nick, their best kids are in 7th grade, so let's give them some time to get up here.
Sure.
You've got the players on this team who can get you to the next level. You just need to wait for them to develop, and you need to really remain encouraging. And when I see Coach Martin work with this team, when I hear how he interacts with them, when I see how they interact with each other, they are very, very much tied together in that way. They see themselves as a team. They're excited to be out here. Yeah, hey, this Warriors team, they're very good. They could have easily won the section this year had just a few games gone even slightly differently for them. They would be in first place right now and not West Mifflin. But for this Uniontown team, I think it's a year where you put another notch on your belt, you get some experience, you see the pieces that work. Hey, Braden Hinsey, he's your center fielder for the next 2 years. Caleb Bartok is going to be a piece for you. Elam Martin, Ivan Rudder, who we saw at short tonight, he's certainly capable. He's a freshman. Shane Kelly, somebody who could be really, really useful for you. Now, Luke Gresh is a little older than everybody else, sure, but he's going to hold down first base for you next year and be excellent. Hebda behind the plate. You know, we talked about that pop time. I feel that he's got that for you. You know, he did not hesitate to really try to shoot down some of these base runners. And the other pieces are there, too. You know, they're developing some pitchers. And like you said, Nick, keep playing, keep working in the offseason, and just take the next step. As long as you're taking the next step, you can't really be too upset about where the program is.
Great stuff, Josh. It was a pleasure, and we'll give you the final totals for Elizabeth Ford. 10 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 4 left for the Uniontown Red Raiders. No runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 7 left. And Elizabeth Ford gets the 10-0 victory. They move to 13-3, while Uniontown falls to 2-15. And if I remember nothing about this game, it'll be the historical factoids and anecdotes in the pop time that you introduced me to, Josh. That was fun. It was a pleasure.
Hey, thank you, Nick. Yes,
thank
absolutely.
You. Absolutely. Great job, sir. For Josh Scully and Carl Childs, I'm Nick Barczyk. Again, your final score tonight from Bailey Park. Elizabeth Ford beats Uniontown 10-0. You've been watching and listening to high school baseball. CR Parada Group High School Sports Night is Elizabeth Ford's coach will now be wet on the drive home with a Gatorade or water shower there. As they're heading to the playoffs, Elizabeth Ford wins 10-0 over Uniontown. Good night from Bailey Park. High school baseball, CR Parada Group High School Sports Night on the WMBS YouTube page. Good night.